Well, I think we've changed times over the decades where we trusted our sources. You know, if we go way back to the early days of my dad, you know, Walter Cronkite would come on TV and everyone trusted what Walter Cronkite had to say. And as we progress through the last number of decades, we all have those news sources or those individuals that we trust. But the challenge now is that anyone can be a publisher. So I've had the benefit of 5 startups or growth companies and then exits in all of them, whether they be literally ground up startups, taking over something that's hurt, but then growing it from there, and even a small public company turnaround as well. And so I think what Crestcom has helped in those growth opportunities is actually, again, scaling up a larger group of people in a very consistent way. Otherwise, in those companies I've done where you don't have that kind of structure in place, the problem is you have inconsistencies. You're very individual leader dependent on how well that leader might coach, whether they're coaching the things you might want them to, and things related to that. So I think that's where the difference comes into play between the two. Eventually you look to build very strong senior leaders, and I don't want everyone who thinks the same, but I want everyone to be consistent on the strategy and vision.
We're all owners in this company, and we want to see it grow and get to the point where we're really proud of the work that we're doing here. So definitely focusing on development is a key part of what we do at Pulse Beyond. Being in a startup environment, having something like Crestcom is so necessary. It's definitely a must-have. You want to get your team on the same page right from the get-go. You want to figure out what your mission, your vision, and your values are right away, and Crestcom gives you the tools to do that.
There's better conversations around the leadership table and not so many rudimentary conversations, but ones that are driving the organization forward.
As a leadership team at Pulse Beyond, we've actually been through other training programs where it's team building or focused on strategy, and those have been really great, but the problem is they're only half a day, or they're only one day, or maybe it's a few days, and there's no follow-up, there's no application, there's no debrief. And so what ends up happening is it's information that we're excited about it initially, and then it goes to the wayside. Whereas I find in Crestcom, we have debriefs, we talk about the modules after the fact, we implement it, and we have action plans. And I think that the action plans really solidify what we're learning and what we're able to use from the program.
Can you afford to have all of your team members on different pages? And the answer usually is no. So let's get them all on the same page. Crestcom can help you do that.